"But coach, my son is my priority." Hi, this is Shweta here from Growth Idea, and today I want to share with you that how this sentence became a pivotal point in my life and in my career. So I'll take you back a few years. This is my second year of having set up the business, and luckily I was actually doing pretty reasonable. Okay, actually quite good. And at that time, our only son was around 3 years old, right? He was about to be 3 years old. So at a very young age, you can imagine, and of course requires time and attention, and you want to give that time and attention, right? So at that time, in one of my sessions with my coach, I was reviewing the progress and my quarter numbers and the activities and everything. Now, because of being at a good level, I was becoming comfortable, right? I started coasting at a certain mark, which was actually better than my expectation. So I was like, yeah, this is a really good achievement, good benchmark, really good stuff. But then again, my coach was supposed to be there to push me to my next level, right? And he was discussing and he said, "Shweta, what's going on? It's like you were supposed to do X, Y, Z in terms of your activities and you've not really done that. So what's going on here?" And very quickly I said, "But coach, my son is my priority. I mean, you know, Vedant is quite young and I really want to spend time focusing on him. I don't really want to go out networking and doing lots of other things, which I'm not keen on at this point. And I really want to focus on him. That's the fact. But yeah, I'm doing whatever I can and business is doing absolutely okay." At this point, my coach said, "Can you smell something?" And I was like, "What?" He said, "BS." I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Yeah, that's complete BS. You just made your son, your only son, only child, an excuse." I said, "No, it's not an excuse. It's a reality, right? I mean, of course I want to spend time with him." And he said, "Shweta, slow down. Be very careful of what you're telling yourself at this stage of your life and your career. You making your son an excuse. That's the fact." I was really peeved off, as you can imagine. We finished the call and I said, "Yeah, whatever." But that statement, that sentence just kept nagging me throughout the evening. I was angry. I was going through that. There was a churn happening. I slept through it. And when I woke up in the morning, you know, the mind is always clearer in the morning, right? After a good night's sleep. I actually looked at myself in the mirror and I made a resolution. And the resolution was never, ever again, I will let my loved one become an excuse for me not to achieve what I'm capable of achieving, for me not to do what I've committed to do. That was the promise I made to myself, and till date, I'm absolutely committed to seeing that through. And I remind my clients, I remind my team members, I remind my people who are in my circle of this. Because in that moment when my coach called me out, he was right, he was spot on. My lack of prioritization, my laziness, my not being strategic, by my not doing the activities which I had to do, I quickly made my son an excuse, a reason for my non-delivery, basically. It was just an easy one, isn't it? And when we do that, it's like people will not challenge you because they don't know, you know, it's like such a sensitive topic. But that's exactly what a good coach does, a strong coach does, calls out the BS. And thankfully that happened to me few years back, which has helped me till date. And I just want you to reflect on this, right? Because we all are human beings here and we tend to get into that zone of comfort. We tend to get into that zone of excuses, of sometimes blaming people. And whenever you're doing something of that sort, unknowingly or knowingly, be very careful of the narrative that you're giving to yourself. Be very clear of that, because what really matters is what you're telling to yourself about yourself when you're by yourself. That's the most important conversation in your life.